Good Sunday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Sunday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina, but if you go to the MRMS, nothing going on really for the entire southeastern U.S., even though we might have some rain over here, maybe even some snow in the higher elevations in Washington. But other than that, it just seems to be a rainmaker. We also do have some snow inside of North Dakota, maybe some snow inside of Wisconsin, and then some snow that's about to happen inside of Michigan as well. So some snow maybe trying to happen near Chicago, but that's pretty much it. So now talking about our current cloud cover. Cloud cover right now, honestly, is actually pretty clear right now. There's actually not a lot going on in terms of cloud cover for tonight. Hopefully that does continue. And you can see our future cloud cover. Again, this is what it was modeled to look like. And it's pretty much close to accurate because there, again, nothing really going on. But if you go on and push this forward, you can see that the cloud cover seems to be holding off as we go into around like 12, 18, 20 hours into the future. Cloud cover continues to try and move in to South Carolina as you move around 24 hours out. 24 hours out, cloud cover will probably be possible inside low country PD region of South Carolina. And then if you go all the way around 36 hours out around a PD region, some cloud cover possible over there, and then maybe even the upstate. Upstate may try to also receive some cloud cover as well. Current temperatures right now 30 in Greenville and Rock Hill, as well as 32 in Florence, 34 in Columbia, 34 in Sumter, as well as Kingstree and Orangeburg, 32 in Laura, 35 in Myrtle Beach, 35 in Georgetown, 37 in Moncks Corner and Charleston, as well as 37 in Walterboro, 35 in Fairfax and Augusta. Low temperatures for tonight 24 in Greenville, 22 in Spartanburg, 25 inside of Anderson, 24 inside of Greenwood and Newberry, 21 in Rock Hill, 24 in Sherrod, 23 in Dillon, as well as 25 inside of Sumter and Columbia, 27 in Aiken and Barnwell, as well as Orangeburg, 28 inside of Walterboro, 29 in Moncks Corner, 36 inside of Charleston, 35 in Hilton Head Island, 29 in Georgetown and Myrtle Beach. In terms of precipitation, there is a chance for just like a little tiny bit for a little tiny bit of precipitation right there on the border of South Carolina, North Carolina, of the low country of South Carolina. So the low country border of South Carolina, North Carolina has a chance to receive just, we'll see if it's just like a couple of showers or what it is in a second. But that's possible for the next 24 hours, around a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch. And then if you move into our thunderstorm risk, as you move into tomorrow, there is a risk for some thunderstorms along the coastal region of South Carolina as well, even though there was no rain expected. I guess the ingredients are there, just determines if the rain falls there or not. And that's pretty much it. So let's go on and talk about our future. So as you go on and push this forward, you're not really seeing anything at all. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything at all until you get to around tomorrow night. Tomorrow night around 8 o'clock p.m., showers may try to move through, all the way from Beaufort through Edisto Beach, through the Tri-County region of Dorchester, Berkeley, and Charleston County at around 9, 10, 11 o'clock p.m., and then maybe try to move up there towards Georgetown and Myrtle Beach at around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, going into your Christmas Eve. And then as you move into your Christmas Eve, like actual evening, it still seems to be good there. So, seems to be like the rain that is apparently possible down there towards low country, um, the low country border with Georgia. Honestly, I don't really see too much of it, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if nobody really saw any rain at all. So now let's go on and talk about our week. Talking about our week now, we're going to talk about the week of Sunday, December the 22nd, all the way through Saturday, December the 28th, even though we are already kind of through Sunday, pretty much for tomorrow through Saturday. As we go on and talk about our weekly forecast for this week, that is not temperatures right there. That is something else. If you move into temperature, though, you can see that it will be actually around normal for this time of the year as we move through this week. I mean, we may have some above average places like up there inside the upstate or maybe even the coastal regions as well. But overall, seems to be like a pretty above average slash just at normal type of week. For temperature wise, precipitation wise, not much precipitation is expected, and below average precipitation is expected for pretty much all of South Carolina. So now let's go on and actually talk about our models, see what the models have in terms of rainfall. We'll check out temperatures as well, and then we'll go through there. So as we go on and move this forward, as we move through the 22nd, 23rd, seems to be pretty dry. But then as we move through our Christmas Eve, obviously like Christmas Eve morning, showers and downpours, maybe trying to move through low country PD region, and then it'll get out by around the evening time, like we were just talking about. Christmas Day, honestly, looks like no rain may fall Christmas Day. I know Christmas Day we were talking about the potential for some rain, but it's not there anymore, it seems. And then as you continue to push it forward all the way past Christmas, I don't really see anything else in terms of rainfall until you get to around like December the 30th, to where maybe some rain might try to fall. But that's the 30th, the 31st, and then unlucky, just seems to be that we might have some rain New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day. So again, that might ruin some fireworks plans, especially going into New Year's Eve, going into New Year's Day. So if I was to shoot fireworks, I'd do it most likely the day before, maybe a couple of days before, because New Year's Eve might not be the best night to do that. Might not be. And then after that, maybe a little storm system also maybe trying to move in through around the early part of January, but that's a bit too far out to talk about that. And now talking about temperatures as well, temperature anomaly, just seeing if it's going to be above average or below average as we start off this week. Obviously below average, but as the week goes on, it's below average during the nighttime, but during the day it will warm up, and it's kind of just on that warm slash cool fluctuation all the way through to the end of the week, to December the 28th. So pretty much it's going to be below average most likely during the night, and then above average during the daytime in terms of temperature wise. But that's what's going on for South Carolina in terms of this week. And so let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We don't really have a lot tonight in terms of people inside the chat, but Ms. Tolliver does say good evening. Chilly day at the house and everywhere I venture to. What's the forecast in Chattanooga, Tennessee? That is not a problem. We'll go on and get on that right now. So as we go on and get into there, move on up here. If we go on and move through the I don't really see anything in terms of rain-wise for about the next 48 or so hours. So I think that you're good in terms of rainfall. But if you go on and check out temperature, though, because I bet it's definitely going to be cold. And I mean, just as you go through this evening, it's already going to be around 35-ish. And then as you move into tonight, for low temperatures, getting down to around 31. High temperatures tomorrow at around 48. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 30. And then high temperatures at around 54. Low temperatures getting somewhere in the low 40s, probably. And so that's it. So let's go on and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh. Now we're going to do temperatures first, because we already have it pulled up. So we're going to move on. We do have low temperatures tonight at around 58-ish. High temperatures tomorrow at around 76. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 60, maybe 60 around there. High temperatures on your Christmas Eve at around 77. And And if you move all the way up here to Raleigh, North Carolina, here we are. We do have low temperatures tonight, going all the way down. Yes, all the way down to around 24 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow, 42. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 31. And then high temperatures Christmas Eve at around 55. And then low temperatures Christmas Eve, like actual Christmas Eve, will be around 44. Or Christmas Eve evening. And then talking about rainfall, I doubt any sort of rainfall is possible. Also, I did look at severe weather. No severe weather expected for either location. Maybe a couple of droplets as you get into like Christmas Eve, like early morning, like 5-6 o'clock. But other than that, that's all that I see. And then if we move all the way down here back to San Antonio, we do have, if I can find it, I believe it's up here. It is. Seems to be like maybe some showers trying to push through as you get through tomorrow morning, but after that, that's about it. So I don't see anything else. And so that's pretty much it. So let's go on and talk about the entire U.S. So right now throughout the entire U.S. there is, as we wait for this real quick, there is snow, and they do have like a fresh snow and temperature outlook ahead on the weather.gov website as well. So if you didn't want to see that, but you also do have winter storm warnings, winter storm advisories going up for North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, as well as California. Also some fog possible, or some air quality alerts going on down there towards San Diego. Also some snow up there in southern northeast possible, and then some hydraulic outlooks going on inside of Washington. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Maybe some freezing rain going on inside of Illinois and Indiana as well. And that's about it. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Sunday evening. If you are inside of the counties of also Dorchester and Berkeley, you are also under a cold weather advisory, meaning that I believe, if I look at this correctly, from 4 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the morning, very cold temperatures will lead to hypothermia. Those are for Dorchester and Inland Berkeley, but everybody else does not have that outlook, so I think it's just those two. And yes, so that's it. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Sunday. If you have not hit the like button, subscribe button, or the share button as well, make sure that you do that. And I will be back tomorrow morning with your Monday morning forecast.